Why do women get triggered by the suggestion of 50-50? The votes are in, and this was the most common, best answer, in my opinion. I'm unsurprised that the topic and the way that I brought it up has stirred up some controversy, so thank you to anyone who has responded objectively and didn't just jump straight into offense. Understand, the rules of relationship dynamics have changed. Single income homes are no longer very affordable to the average person, so we need to learn to adapt and have conversations about it. The original context was, why does the responsibility of paying for dates seem to fall solely on men? But I think talking about relationship dynamics will be a little bit more fruitful. I think a lot of us men do only apply the idea of 50-50 to finances alone. Women do a lot behind the scenes. I literally think they bring life to relationships. So guys, if you are not taking the lion's share financially, you better be stepping your game up outside your wallet, which you should be doing anyways. And of course, every relationship needs to define their unique dynamic.
The men are speaking up and they are asking the woman question. Why are the women triggered when it comes to 50-50 in a relationship? Hello guys, and welcome back. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. I believe you're doing good. This is another interesting one. This is going on the internet as usual. You know what I mean? Y'all know that we have been calling out the men, and now the men are saying, okay, y'all want to have a conversation? Let's have a conversation. But it's like they were not warned that you do not go there, because it's like the women were waiting for the men to ask that question. And the conversation, get your popcorn, because this is an interesting one. And for sure, credits to the creators for giving us this opportunity to add our comments. Y'all know you can add your comment down there. How do you feel about this topic? But before we had more comments, let's roll the tapes and watch the videos. Credit to the creators one more time. Let's roll it.
Now, you came out to eat and you ate $20 worth of food. Okay. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay. Well, do you want me to order? Did you not? I didn't even order dessert. You ordered the bowl and you ordered the hash browns, and that's $18.75. Look it. A bowl. $18.75 with taxes. It was $3.86, so I'm just breaking it down. Split that up. $3.86. Half of that is almost $2. I'm thinking like $1.80 or something like that. So you owe $20. It doesn't even matter what I order, what I didn't order. What I'm saying, why would I have to pay even half of it when you're here? That's what you're here for. I'm here. I asked you, did you want to go out to eat with me? I didn't say I was gonna pay. Oh, okay. Is that common sense? Do you just go and sit down at restaurants and just figure that they're gonna pay for you? You just want to be put in the friend zone, right? Not even that. If you know what? Here, whatever. I don't care. What are you acting all? Why are you acting all weird like that? I'm not acting weird. Just spank. No, you got a little spank attitude. Yes, of course I'm gonna have an attitude. See, I'm gonna tell you where I was a gentleman at, cause all them little bites that you ate off my French toast. No, hear me out. No. All them little bites, them bites you got off my plate. You know what I'm saying? That was
equal pay so bad, and now that you've gotten it, it's only fair that we go 50-50 in the relationship. Which at this point in the video would invoke you saying, "Oh, like you're a broke, insecure guy," naturally. But I don't know if you could tell, that is my water view. According to y'all, I'm a high-value man. It just speaks to the ego that y'all have, that y'all think you're all worth a guy paying for everything.
I think the issue with men like this is they want a woman to look at them as if they are a provider, even when they cannot fully provide. If a man is fully providing for you, taking care of you, giving you princess treatment, you might cook and clean for that man. You might do the laundry. You might do all these different things because he has provided so well for you. They all want that kind of treatment, even if they can't be that kind of man. The thing about it when it comes to 50-50 is if you want to do it as a woman, then I'm all for it. There are some women who do not want to give up their professions. They do not want to give up their careers. They want to work too. And I'm all for that. But if you're splitting bills with a man, I believe you should be splitting everything with a man. If you need half my check, I need half your help on these dishes. I need half of your help on the laundry. I guess we're doing half of the cooking. Like, if we're splitting bills, we're splitting everything. But these men want to split bills, but want you to do 100% of all the domestic labor. And to me, that deal only benefits men. Now, they want to call you a modern woman if you're saying, no, I refuse to do that. But the men of the past who had women who were cooking and cleaning for them were taking care of those women 100%. Every time I look, a man is on here talking about they want a trad wife. Trad wives don't work. So if you can't afford to pay all the bills, you can't afford a trad.
Make this clear. If I gotta pay for everything, I am cheating on you. You mean to tell me if we both go to work and I take care of all the bills, I take care of all the outings, I take care of all the trips, and all you have to do is save and pay for your lifestyle, whatever you want to do. You mean to tell me I can't have no hoes? See, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. See, ladies, usually I be on your side, but now you're pushing it now. I pay for everything. You a whole little nurse. You get to keep all of your money. You think you gonna go through my phone? What is this? What happened to the girls that was screaming soft life, man? What happened to the girls that be asking, man, the real providers right here?
Would you rather pay bills by yourself than go 50-50 with your partner, right? Like, we work so much harder sometimes just to stand on something that doesn't make sense. Like, a lot of women are like, I would do it by myself. If I'm paying my rent, I'd rather just keep paying it by myself than have you come in and pay half. Like, logically, if you're paying 100%, you only have to pay 50. You have more. There's more to save. There's more to invest. There's more to spend, like, whatever it might be. But we really stand on the most foolish business just to say, I do it by myself. Either you want to do it by yourself or do nothing at all. Like, where's the in-between? And a lot of women have this mentality and not realizing, like, where you're going wrong when it comes to your relationship. Women who, you know, feel like they shouldn't have to pay any bills. And it's just like, come on. Again, you would rather pay all the bills by yourself than have a partner pay half with you. Literally women paying 50-50.
There are sociological studies that show married men are happier than men who are not married versus married women being unhappier than women who aren't married. So it is fair and accurate to say that marriage is an advantage to men and a disadvantage to women in terms of happiness. There are also studies that show that regardless of job status, women in households are still doing 90%, if not all, of the household chores. So that is regardless if she is a stay-at-home mom or whether or not she's working a 9-to-5, 40 hours a week full-time. So it is fair and accurate to say that women are the primary caregivers of their children and husbands and households. So yeah, paying 50-50 is a complete scam when women have always done and are doing more work than men, and they're less happier than men.
Go with the whole 50-50 thing. Listen to this video, okay? Next time you consider splitting a check with a guy, or a guy tells you, do you want to split the bill? Or he asks you what you bring to the table, or if you want to split your life 50-50. Think about it this way. If you want to have kids, can he take on the burden 50% of carrying a child? Can he do that 50-50? So you're telling me, you expect me to carry a child, right? If that's what we want. Then you also expect me to put in another additional 50% into working while also taking on the burden of carrying the child, taking care of the child. Because we all know that women take on most of the burden regardless of how involved the dude is. So yeah, think about that next time Chad or Brad or Bill or Jack or whatever asks you to split the bill for a maybe $12 drink. Like,
I need to hear this, but going 50-50 with your girl is not P. Like, that's not it. For one, the way I see it is, like, whether you here or not, I need somewhere to live, which means if I live by myself, I will be paying the rent. That don't make sense for me to tell you, come on, and tell you to give me half. Like, as a nigga, if you can't pay for rent and this and a third by yourself, then you need to be by yourself. Like, going 50-50 is like, that's like, you might as well want, like, princess treatment. Like, that don't make sense. Because it's like, why you want to add another person to some shit you don't got? Like, really, think about that. Like, damn, like, yeah, babe. You got your half for the rent? That sound fucking crazy. Like, if you got to go 50-50, be by yourself. Like, let that girl go. Like, let her go with Mr. I got it now. You feel me? Mr. I'm going to pay it all. Like, you tripping, like you not trim.
About men and women go 50-50 and women don't like that, and you know, ain't nothing wrong with a man going 50-50, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all my take on that, right? Boom. A man going 50-50 with a woman. I'm going to say that that's okay because anything help. If a nigga walk in my life and want to go 50-50 with me, hey, let's do it. But I want the man to understand that the woman would not respect him in the way that he thinks that she should. Now, there will be no disrespect. Shall a man walk into my life and want to go 50-50 on the bills? You give me your 50%, you can have my 50%. It's very much like a roommate situation, in my personal opinion. But for you to expect me to allow you to go 50-50 with me, and I still gotta sleep with you, cook for you, please you, be emotionally available to you, that's when you start to asking for too much. That's when I'm just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So 50-50 is okay, but you got to understand what that 50-50 comes with. I will not submit to a man who I'm paying 50-50 with. Going 50-50 with a man is nothing simple, ain't nothing more than a roommate situation. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. 50-50, you must pay where you lay. Whether you're paying 100% of the bills, 50% of the bills, 25%, you must pay wherever you lay your head at. This is no different. So I feel like if you are paying to stay here, and I'm also paying to stay here, why am I cooking for you, sleeping with you, running your bath water, riding you, rubbing your feet, asking you, baby, how you day? It's just never going to happen. I can never be submissive in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? I got my half of the bills, and I'm waiting for yours. Honey, hell no. So 50-50, like I said, is okay. Anything helps. But that everything else that they want that woman to do, honey, it's just never going to happen. I'm not her. So, there are women out there, and I always give that disclaimer. There's women out there that will be happy as hell with a 50-50. They still going to throw it back for you. They still going to cook for you. They still going to do whatever that 50-50, they cool with it. I ain't her. Go get a woman that will settle for that. You can't put me in a roommate situation and think I'm going to submit to you. Honey, I can go get an actual roommate who don't expect a damn thing from me but my 50%. And in this situation that we have, I ain't got nothing else coming from you but that 50%. Honey, find somebody else to do it.
What women are saying, like, you guys didn't tell me the actual truth. You said 50-50 is bad. I'm seeing a lot of videos about, women are like, don't come near me with 50-50. I don't like this 50-50 mentality. Oh, you like a guy, but he does 50-50. That's a 10 out of 10. Automatically turn to a 0 out of 10. That's a red flag. 50-50 is not for me. I don't understand. What is your problem with 50-50? Like, let's actually talk, because I love 50-50. I want 50-50. I personally don't look at the hair and everything and think I'm low maintenance. I'm actually very high maintenance, but I love 50-50. Do you know why I love 50-50? Because it's equal. I need me a 50-50 relationship, please, God. Because on the first date, we split the bill. Second date, we split the bill. We get into the relationship. You don't have to ask. I don't have to ask. Anybody can ask because it's 50-50 responsibility, right? We're in the relationship. If we're doing anything, buying anything, going on any holiday together, we split it 50-50. We get married, we split the bill 50-50. In any time during that dating, relationship, marriage period, I should not be the only one doing hair. As I do hair, you are doing hair as well. 50-50. I must not be the only one doing period. As I'm doing period this month, next month is your turn to do period. Hey, 50-50. When it is time to have children, you want to born 4, you want to born 2, you want to born 3, you are the leader, right? 50-50. I must see you get pregnant. I'll follow you to scan and see the baby grow in your womb. 50-50. You must born that child through your own genitals. 50-50. Then, when you give birth to that child and one bone shifts out of place that's never shifting back into place in your life again, your eye becomes one eye is blurry, your teeth is shaking, your front hair never grows back, and your bone just used to get electric shock in the morning for no reason. By the time you experience that, breastfeed that child for like 1 year, 50-50. Then by the time you do that, I'll be like, yeah, now it's my turn, 50-50. All the while, if I do chores today, tomorrow is your turn. I will not lift a finger. If I cook anything today and I serve it today, tomorrow is your turn. You must cook and serve me. Don't lift a finger. No problem. When it comes to the bills, we share it equally. When it comes to money, we spend equally. 50-50. When it now comes to raising those children, if I do drop off today, you must do drop off tomorrow. Or we have it week by week, like a timetable. This week is my week. I am doing the preparing the children, waking up early, taking the children to school, dropping them off, parents' evening, parents' meeting, doing homework, bring them. Next week, I'm not raising a finger. Don't even treat me as if I have a child. It's your turn. 50-50. And I'm doing it week by week basis so that somebody will not just be sitting down there and I'm doing all the work and say, after all, I was there too. Let it be equal. Equal. 50-50. Come on. 50-50 for a friend. Ask the audience. That's what's up.
For man, if you're in a relationship with a woman and she's still struggling, you should be ashamed of yourself. And the truth is, she really settled for you. She really didn't want you. She wanted a man to pay 100%, take care of her completely. But she settled for 50%. She settled, she lowered and settled. She lowered the bar, she settled. Yet you men still can't even do that. How is this woman in a relationship with you and she's still struggling? How can you come out your mouth and say, that's my woman, when you're not even paying her bills? Man, listen to me. If this man cannot provide your every need, you do not need him. If you're stressing while being with him, you do not need him. If you're struggling while being with him, you do not need him. Find you a man that's going to elevate you and love you in each and every way. Because these bums, these dusty bums, will only come into your life to leave dust puddles. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you elevate. And they dang sure don't want to see you glowing if you're not with them. Leave them. Cut them off right now. Block their numbers. Block their social medias because you deserve better. That man is aging you and giving you depression. You don't need him. You were doing way better before you met him. All praises.
Women have a problem going 50-50 on the bills. They say it make me a roommate. That's not the case. I don't think modern women have a problem going 50-50 on the bill. They have a problem with going 50-50 on the bills, but they don't get 50% of the say. 50% of now you cooking for her. You cleaning for her. You taking the kids 50% of the time. The problem is when you agree to get into this 50-50 relationship when it comes to financially, that's all you consider. That's what a lot of modern women have a problem with. You go ghost when it's time for me to get 50-50 in other things. You acting like you too much of a man to pick up a mop, to load the dishwasher, to help with the homework. But yet you ain't too much of a man to accept the half of a rent payment that I give you to our mortgage. That's the problem that a lot of modern women are facing today. He's going to say, well, I mow the grass and I clean the gutters. Things that happen once a week. But I tell you, the diapers need changing every day.
Y'all can see that some men got it. Some men understand that the women are doing a lot. And they're out here trying to help the men out, like, do not fall for it. Credit to the creators for giving us this opportunity to add our comment. Join the conversation down there in the comment section if you can. Do y'all really think the women are triggered on this 50-50 in the relationship? I do not think so. And this is why. I think the women of this generation, they are just trying not to allow the men of this generation to have it both ways. It's like they are saying, hold up. Y'all want me to give the services of our grandmamas? Y'all know back in the days, our grandmamas 100%, they are responsible of taking care of the household, feeding the family, cooking, cleaning, and respecting our grandpapas and be available for our grandpapas. And y'all know back in the days, our grandpapas, he got to go out to provide for the family. If he got to do 9 to 5, if he got to go hunting, he got to provide. So the women of this generation are just thinking like, okay, the men of this generation, y'all want to collect the money, but y'all do not want to step up in doing a little bit more. You know what I mean? Y'all still want us to give the services of our grandmamas, do 100%, and still take the money? But y'all do not want to like do what our grandpapas used to do and still do more. You know what I mean? Do y'all get the logic? That's where I think the women are coming from. Not that they are triggered. They just believe like if they have to still do all of that, then you just got to step up and step in as a man. It's not complicated. It's just a conversation that must be had for understanding. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave you with this next clip. And I think this guy put it perfectly well, even though he is funny. But y'all listen, I am going to see y'all in the next one. Drop your comment. What do you think about this 50-50? I do not think the women are triggered. The women are just telling the man, step up. Step up. If y'all want us to do more than what our mamas, our grandmamas used to do, then y'all need to do more than what our papas and our grandpapas used to do. I will see you on the next one.
50 financially is okay. If it works for you and your partner, that's great. But leaving it at 50-50 financially can cause a lot of issues. And if you're going to do 50-50 financially, you just might as well go ahead and do 50-50 across the whole relationship. And the reason why women don't want to go 50-50 in a relationship is because men ruined it. They don't help cook. They don't help clean. They don't throw a load of laundry in. They don't take care of the kids or help take care of the kids. So if a woman doesn't want a relationship that's 50-50, I don't blame her. You also got to remember there are some girls out there who were raised by men who took care of everything. Daddy put that money up every time. You can't talk 50-50 to a woman like that.